I'm Lindsay, sport and exercise psychologist at The Sporting Mindset. This week's Sporting Mindset workout is how to cope with mistakes. In my work with athletes, one of the most common issues that I work on is how to cope with mistakes. It may comfort you to know that all athletes make mistakes, even those at the very top of their game. They too find mistakes frustrating and disappointing. They hate losing. But what they have learnt is to accept that mistakes do happen, to leave them in the past, to focus on the present, and to use them as an opportunity to learn and to develop. These athletes are resilient. The time to practice your mistakes is during training, not during competition. So if you mess up during competition, you need to be able to accept that mistake, let it go, and focus on what you need to do right now. Whilst this is often easier said than done, when we make mistakes, it's really common for us to feel really frustrated, for our bodies to tense up, and for us to replay that mistake over and over and over in our heads, and for our performance to just keep getting worse. So what can we do about it? A really great little technique I use with my athletes is to develop what's called a mistake ritual. This is a quick process that you go through once you've made a mistake, which will allow you to accept the mistake and move on. So how do we develop a mistake ritual? A mistake ritual needs to be simple, concise, and is made up of a few key component parts. The number of parts your mistake ritual is made up of depends on the sport you play. So for example, if you play a very fast-paced sport, such as football or basketball, you might just use one word such as delete. This could flash quickly into your head, allowing you to forget about the mistake and focus on the game. If you play a sport which allows you more time to think, such as tennis or golf, you might have a mistake ritual that's made up of more parts. So to give you an example of a golfer's mistake ritual, the golfer hits a bad shot. He might pick up a handful of grass and then focus all of his attention on looking at that grass and taking a few deep, long breaths as he walks towards the next shot. What this does is focus his attention away from the mistake and onto looking at that grass, and encourages him to relax. Once he feels more control and calm, he can then throw that grass away, leaving it behind him. This is what you want to do with your mistake. Leave it behind you. An example in tennis, which is quite similar, might be if you'd missed your first serve. Before you attempt the second serve, you might pick up a tennis ball and really look at that tennis ball, focusing all your attention on looking at that ball whilst taking some few deep breaths. Again, this will encourage you to focus your attention on something else other than the mistake and to become much calmer and more relaxed. And then when you feel ready, you can hit that ball away to the back of the court and take your second serve. What you want to do is to try and use something physical that represents what you want to do mentally, i.e., get rid of that mistake. Okay, so have fun developing your mistake rituals. I hope that they'll make you a much more resilient and successful athlete. Remember, practice them in training and use them in competition to help you get your head back in the game if you make a mistake. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. It's completely normal. It's proof that you're trying, and it will make you a better athlete. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tips and hints about how to use sports psychology to improve your performance. If you'd like to work with me, that would be fantastic. Please check out my website for more details, thesportingmindset.com. Thank you very much. Bye.